ASUS ZenScreen MB29CF. Packing a 22-inch punch, this portable monitor squeezes a crisp, full high-definition display and 100 Hz refresh rate into a lightweight slab that makes your laptop look puny and your coffee shop coating infinitely fancier. The colors pop harder than your group chat at midnight. And yes, you will actually notice that anti-glare magic when sunlight slaps you in the face. Plus, built-in speakers mean you can actually hear your Zoom call over the barista's blender. For creative pros or multitasking maestros on the move, it's versatile, vibrant, and truly useful. But at almost $300, it's not the cheapest way to buy more pixels for your pack. 8 out of 10. ASUS ZenScreen MB27ACF. Ever wanted to carry a 27-inch monitor to meetings just to flex? This chonky beauty rocks a sharp 2.5K resolution and nearly 300 nits of brightness. But let's be honest, portable is a stretch unless you commute by horse-drawn carriage. At nearly 7 pounds, your shoulders will remember the journey. The color coverage and speakers are a major improvement. But if you need an actual travel buddy, and not a second screen that just changes rooms, look elsewhere. This one's made for office warriors and desk-bound nomads who appreciate the giant, detailed canvas. 6 out of 10. LG 16MR70 Gram PlusView. Meet the monitor that is so thin and light, it could sneak into your backpack and you'd never notice, unless you stare lovingly into its vibrant 16-inch WQXGA display. The colors are richer than a billionaire's secret island. Setup is zip-fast thanks to a single cable, and the design has all the premium feels. But don't expect booming speakers or gaming console compatibility. This one's for pixel snobs, spreadsheet gladiators, and anyone who actually cares about preserving their eyesight. If you need serious portability, full sRGB coverage, and a screen that feels bigger than your problems, this LG is hard to beat. 9 out of 10. ASUS ZenScreen MQ16AHPE. This portable monitor is so slim it might just glide into your backpack and disappear, but don't expect your eyes to throw a fiesta. Colors are mostly meh, and the brightness could use a Red Bull. Setting it up is stupidly easy, and the kickstand means you can go portrait or landscape as long as glare doesn't turn your workspace into a mirror maze. For a pricey little screen that's basically allergic to gaming and color accuracy, it's fine in a pinch, but not more. 5 out of 10. UPerfect UMax 24. This thing is the super-sized Big Mac of portable monitors, stretching portability to the absolute max with its beefy 24.5-inch frame that still slides around with surprising ease. The display is gorgeously crisp, rocking a 2560 by 1440 resolution and 165 Hz refresh rate. Movies and games absolutely pop, but don't expect to slip it into a regular backpack unless you're secretly Mary Poppins. Fantastic build, lively visuals, and the stand will survive anything short of a wrestling match. But speakers and color accuracy are just meh for the price. 8 out of 10. ViewSonic VX1754. The ViewSonic VX1754 is the traveler's best friend, light as a feather at only 900 grams, and thin enough to win a hiding contest against your laptop. The screen's anti-glare tech, 144 Hz refresh rate, and AMD FreeSync means games look buttery smooth, and productivity is totally turbocharged, even if you're stuck in a coffee shop or tiny hotel desk. With basic built-in speakers and just enough brightness for sunny days, this gaming sidekick basically begs to come along everywhere. So plug it in and savor your victory, unless your backpack's already packed with snacks. 9 out of 10. Ricoh Portable Monitor 150 BDO. This Ricoh beast shows up with an OLED screen so vivid, it could make your actual laptop jealous, plus wireless and touchscreen features that will wow any meeting room, assuming you actually need all those bells and whistles and have plenty of cash. But that glossy finish reflects every light bulb in the zip code. The touchscreen feels a bit unfinished, and at this price, even caffeine addicts will think twice. For the bold and tech-hungry, it's undeniably slick and impressive, but most of us can score 2 monitors for the price of this show pony. 5 out of 10. ASUS ROG Strix XG17AHPE. Gamers rejoice and pack lightly, because this ASUS rolls out a 17-inch IPS display with a blazing 240 Hz refresh rate, making shootings and slashings buttery smooth even on the go. Colors pop, viewing angles are wide, and the built-in battery means you are untethered. But unless your laptop pumps serious frame rates, you won't max out this beast, and the high price can bite. Still, if you want pure gaming joy at your next cross-country bus trip or LAN party, slap this on your packing list. But for everyday work, you might be overkill. 8 out of 10. Lenovo ThinkVision M14T Gen 2. Lenovo's M14T Gen 2 is like the trusty Swiss Army knife of portable monitors, with sharp resolution, strong color accuracy, and a touchscreen that's snappy with both finger and stylus. Perfect for creative types in a cafe. It has a sturdy stand and is delightfully light. But for gamers, latency puts it firmly in the do your taxes, not your death matches category. and top-tier color nerds may find the vibrancy a smidge short. Overall, it's an editor's darling for productivity and creative work, but leave it at home if you crave lightning-fast action and bombastic color punch. 7 out of 10. ASUS ZenScreen Duo MQ16AHPE. This monitor unfolds more screens than my last breakup. Rock 2 stunning 14-inch OLEDs, and finally live that spreadsheet king fantasy you dreamed about at 3 a.m. The color is better than your TV. It's built like a tank in a skinny suit, but wow, it costs so much you might need to skip avocado toast all year. If your idea of productivity is 2 screens, and your wallet's been hitting the gym, then this is the kind of portable monitor flex we love. 8 out of 10. Lepo C2. Light as your last excuse and with enough ports to make your laptop jealous, the Lepo C2 dangles affordability and decent color, but demanding artists will side-eye its color accuracy and brightness, especially outdoors where the sun will definitely win. The stand is solid and keeps it steady, but let's be real, the speakers sound like they're underwater and it ships naked, so grab a case unless you like living dangerously. Great for travel and budget setups, just don't expect a masterpiece on screen. 6 out of 10. Arzopa Z1RC. The Arzopa Z1RC turns heads with a crisp 2.5K display and enough brightness to shame lesser desk buddies. Plus, it's slim and lightweight for easy packing into your chaotic messenger bag. Plug and play works like magic, and the sturdy stand means fewer "why won't this thing sit still?" tantrums. But the speakers are shy, and the lack of a case feels a bit DIY. Punchy colors and solid build for the price. If you treat it gently, you'll be multitasking like a boss. 8 out of 10. ViewSonic VG16562K. This 16-inch wonder brings crisp, detailed 2560 by 1600 resolution, so spreadsheets and photos finally stop looking like blurry relics from the 1990s. Toss in a lightweight build and a nifty 2-way power delivery through USB Type-C, making it just as happy to charge your laptop as to sip juice from it. Although it lacks a speaker, the bright and sharp display with extra tall 6:10 aspect ratio keeps your productivity on point, but it won't wow your friends at movie night. 8 out of 10. ViewSonic VG1755. Carrying this 15.6-inch slab feels like you stole half your laptop screen and snuck it into your carry-on. And it sets up almost anywhere with a fold-out stand that's more flexible than a yoga instructor. The brightness hits 250 nits, enough for daylight work, but the color range is so narrow, your dreamy vacation photos might end up with all the vibrancy of oatmeal. For basic productivity and second screen duties, it's serviceable, but the lack of VESA mounts and low color accuracy leave your creative ambitions stranded in grayscale. 6 out of 10. Nexigo NG17FGQ. This mammoth 17.3-inch monitor blasts out a blazing 300 Hz refresh rate, making your favorite games zip by smoother than a greased cheetah on roller skates. Color pops thanks to full sRGB coverage, and with built-in speakers plus a foldable magnetic stand, setting up for battle is almost too easy. But be warned, running at 300 Hz can be finicky, and the HDR is so basic it probably wears Velcro shoes, so competitive gamers gleam while movie buffs may groan. 8 out of 10. ViewSonic VP16 OLED. This portable OLED is basically a color wizard, conjuring up deeply saturated hues and crispy blacks that'll make your photos look like they had a spa day. The sturdy, double-hinged stand puts most office chairs to shame, and its brightness hits superhero levels for a screen this small. Sure, it costs enough to make your wallet shriek, but for creatives on the go, it's the cherry on top of your pixel parfait. 9 out of 10. ViewSonic VX1655 4K OLED. This razor-thin portable monitor packs glorious 4K pixels into a glossy display, finally letting you judge your coworkers' spreadsheets in breathtaking detail. The kickstand's versatile, colors pop, and text looks so crisp you might start writing novels. But good luck with those speakers, which sound like karaoke night inside a tin can. If you can stomach the price and steer clear of the audio disaster, you've got a travel-friendly screen that gets the job done. 7 out of 10. Perfect Game C2. Plug this 16-inch gaming sidekick in and brace for buttery smooth, high-refresh gaming with colors vibrant enough to make your breakfast jealous. The visuals shine, the build feels solid, and you get QHD with a whopping 120 Hz. Sadly, it can't outglow the sun, and the audio might leave you longing for headphones. For gamers traveling light and fast, this is a sweet treat, but skip its folio case unless you love slapstick comedy. 8 out of 10. ViewSonic TD16562K. This ViewSonic turns coffee shop tables into boardrooms, thanks to a crisp touch panel and enough pixels to make spreadsheets feel luxurious. The color is almost Hollywood, and it's got an included stylus, but don't expect it to replace your photo editing monitor. Excel will love it more than Photoshop ever will. The slim case and versatile connections are a win, but for creative work, it's more latte than espresso. 7 out of 10. ASUS ZenScreen MQ16AHE. ASUS drops an OLED bomb here so colors pop like confetti at a tech party, and it's thin enough to slip into your bag without bulging like leftover lasagna. You get dreamy blacks, a 1 millisecond response time, and a design so sleek it might just outshine your laptop, though the glossy finish loves glare and sunlight more than vampire movies. For movie nights and design on the go, it slaps, but bright cafe windows will humble your vibe. 8 out of 10. Espresso 17 Pro. This slab of 4K glory turns any boring workspace into a pixel-packed playground, and the color accuracy is the kind of thing designers dream about while sipping oat lattes. It's surprisingly light for its size and sets up anywhere, but the touchscreen and stylus feel more doodle than DaVinci, and the glossy screen will reflect your existential dread if you work outdoors. Expensive? Big and brilliant. Just don't expect it to make the best digital sketchpad. 8 out of 10. InnoCan 15A1F. The InnoCan 15A1F is the portable monitor equivalent of a luxury spa day. Think dazzling colors, inky darks, and a screen so vibrant you might mistake your spreadsheet for a piece of abstract art. The OLED display pops at 15.6 inches, but don't get too comfy, because there's no built-in battery and you'll be dragging a chunky bottom bezel with you everywhere. If you're after next-level visuals and can forgive some portability hiccups, this one's a showstopper. Just don't burn in your icons staring at how pretty they look. 8 out of 10. ASUS ZenScreen MB169CK. ASUS ZenScreen MB169CK is like the plain bagel of portable monitors. Lightweight, easy to toss in your bag, and doesn't try to show off, but you'll definitely wish it had more flavor. The screen's pale colors and low brightness make it great for spreadsheets, but not so much for watching action movies unless you love guessing where the chase scene went. It's got no built-in speakers or battery, and you'll need a plug or a long-lasting laptop, so it's basic and convenient if you just need simple extra screen real estate. 5 out of 10. ASUS ProArt PA148C TV. The ASUS ProArt PA148C TV arrives like a color-obsessed intern, small, precise, and ready to impress every creative tool you throw at it. Its factory-calibrated 14-inch touchscreen makes your Photoshop adjustments look premium, and the customizable dial is like having a digital butler for your workflow. However, gaming fans should swipe left, as response times and brightness fall short for epic battles, and black uniformity can make dark scenes look like someone spilled milk on your action. 7 out of 10. ASUS ZenScreen MB16AHPE. This thing is the Swiss Army knife of portable monitors, with a touchscreen, its own 4-hour battery, and enough ports to host a tech convention, but the colors look more faded than my favorite jeans, and the stand could double as a wobbly seesaw if you breathe near it. Great for jotting digital notes at the coffee shop. Not so great if you want to watch a movie without everyone looking like they have a mysterious blue rash. Decent for productivity on the go, but the price feels like ASUS thinks this is a status symbol, not a side screen. 6 out of 10. Arzopa A1. This monitor is lighter than my lunch and priced so low you might expect a toy, but it actually shows up with serious metal build and a built-in stand that doesn't take a coffee break. Bright enough for emails and spreadsheets, but try watching a movie and you will discover it flattens colors like your phone's battery after a streaming marathon, while the speakers do their best impression of a tin can. Perfect travel companion if you need an affordable, no-nonsense secondary screen. Just don't count on it for your Oscar-winning color grading. 7 out of 10. ASUS ROG Strix XG17AHPE. Gamers, your portable monitor hero has arrived with 144 Hz refresh rate, built-in battery, and more connections than a networking event, making lag on the go disappear faster than my willpower at a dessert table. It's light, sharp, and slick enough even for console action in the park, but the build is all plastic, and the wobbly kickstand will keep you humble if you try to adjust too much. Expensive for its size, but if you want serious portable gaming chops, this one brings the thunder and the lightning. 8 out of 10. Perfect UColor 015.6. If you want a screen that shouts color louder than your uncle at a karaoke bar, the Perfect UColor 015.6 has got your back with dazzling visuals for movies and spreadsheets alike. This monitor is super slim and totally portable, but comes with a price tag that might make your wallet wish it had a travel case too. Great colors, decent brightness, but if you need pro-level accuracy or next-level features, there are bigger fish swimming in this portable pond. 6 out of 10.